Minions. Here.
Minions of the Zoo is a lovable ragtag group of misfits that sprang up initially as a fan group to Ranting Monkey, Scribelite, Some Dumb American, and their joint Lords of the Night livestream show. Late night discussions in Discord quickly evolved into streams of their own, with each member bringing something new and different to the table for discussion. Led by the incomparable Reject PPC and the One-Ton Hammer, the group rotates hosts known as Zookeepers.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your host for this evening, One-Ton Hammer.
I will be your Zookeeper tonight, Reject.
Alright, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Lucky Pop-Tart Inquisitor.
Sanguine.
Skep Tock.
I'm Prospero Gassy.
And I'm Delahazed.
Regular streamers, they're known as minions, and special guests are known as traveling exhibits. They're on a nightly basis, so that each show has something unique and fresh for our audience. Minions of the Zoo currently streams at 10:30 Central Standard, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Let's be xenophobic, it's really in this year. Let's find a nasty, slimy, ugly alien to fear. There's no more cutesy stories about E.T. phoning home. Let's learn to love our neighbors like the Christians learned in Rome. We know we ought to hate them, they're different, you see. We've seen they're mean and ugly on movies and TV. The folks that ought to know have told us how it's got to be. The gospel truth is found in scenes from Alien and V. Let's wipe out any life form that seems to be a threat. We'll serve them up a genocide they never will forget. 'Cause if we miss a couple, they'll breed a couple more. And soon we'll all be hating twice as many as before. You see, aliens can never be as good as humankind. A more delightful race than us you'll never ever find. So step aside, you star slime, we're ready for your worst. We know you want to beat us, enslave us and defeat us, oppress us and browbeat us unless we get you first.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the zoo. I'm your Zookeeper Night Inquisitor. Minions joining me are Eeyore.
Yes, everyone.
Hi, everyone. And Mr. Adam.
Awkwardly long pause that he employed, and I do not endorse it, so I think I shall take my leave.
Oh,
Thank
no.
you, Eeyore.
Oh, no.
You blame Eeyore. You know what? No. How's it going?
How are
We're almost at the end of the February, right?
Yes, we are. So we only got one more week until we're done. So, how are you gentlemen this evening?
Doing pretty good right now.
That's good. That's good. Say,
Though, week 2 without any sports ball, I'm already feeling the symptoms.
well, you know, you could just play Madden. I mean, that's Adam's.
I don't have Madden for another 48 hours.
And let me just add that Quebec is a great province that I think everybody should support. For
Yes.
what they do.
Hospicalis.
So
Hey,
what we're gonna do today is try to batch paint some orc commandos.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Though I may need to go and get some water.
Of course, it would be Orky.
Oh yeah. Well, I played a game of boarding action this weekend with my orcs, and did really well with them. And then I did a follow-up game with my Necrons, and they just absolutely stunk. But then again, I was playing behind the 8-ball with them. I was playing against Thousand Suns, and not taking any Scorpec destroyers. Shooting Necrons do not work in boarding actions.
Yeah, it didn't seem so.
Yeah, they just straight up do not work. But it's okay.
Not enough units to reach that critical mass, or...
Well, that's part of it, because, I mean, like, the way that Mephrit lists work is you need to load down on troops, and you only have, or you have a hard cap limitation of 3 elites choices and 3 troops choices. You can't take anything more. So, yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, you just cannot fill the selections good enough. And not only that, is that when you take a warrior squad, you must break them up into groups of 5. So even if you take like 20 warriors, you're taking 4 squads of 5.
Ew.
Yep.
But my big blobs of flares.
Yeah. Well, flares are definitely one of them. Yeah, you could be using flares. I don't have any flares.
How would Eeyore? How would you have prepped for such a scenario?
What, running crons?
Yeah, and using only 5 units.
I'll say, and remember, no vehicles or monsters either.
God damn it.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that too.
No vehicles, no monsters, troops and elites only. Oh, and there is one very important thing. You can take one, either squad of Canoptics Scarab Swarms, or 1 unit of Ophidian Destroyers for fast attacks.
No, they're not called Immortals.
Immortals are troops.
No, I'm thinking about the elites.
Scorpex?
Not Scorpex. God damn it. Can be equipped with a big blade or a smaller blade and a shield. Either or.
Lichguard.
Lichguard.
Lichguard are definitely a good idea. They are elites. They are. Yeah, I think everything for Lichguard satisfies. You can take them.
They definitely do. Them, some flares, warriors if I need prerequisites. Top it with an overlord and a warden. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Another thing too is that I think it lifts because the boarding patrol isn't necessarily just like a regular patrol. You can take 1 HQ and then up to 3 troops and 3 elites.
How I understand boarding action right now is really, really classic kill team. Under 500, very small.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, let me pull up my 5.
So I guess I'm wrong. It's slightly bigger than kill team.
Yeah, slightly. I would say I had 25 models in my Necron list. This is my Necron list. I had an Overlord with a Resurrection Orb and Staff of Light. A Technomancer with Canoptic Cloak. That's another thing. Necrons are able to take 2. You can normally only take 1 character, but Necrons can take 2 so long as one of them is a Cryptek. So I have the Technomancer as my other one. 2 units of 5 Immortals, 2 units of 5 Necron Warriors, and 1 unit of 3 Canoptic Scarab Swarms.
Well, as the units I pulled out probably describe, much more into melee crons at small scale.
Yeah, flayed ones, and you can take a Hexmark Destroyer, you can take Lichguard, you can take Scorpec Destroyers, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, the
Scorpecs are definitely fun.
Yeah, especially in like small close quarters combat sort of stuff like that. Yeah, it's like almost required if you wanted to do a boarding action. They're like, you know, if you wanted to play Necrons, it's probably almost like a requirement to take Scorpecs. really is. But I don't like Scorpex. Mainly because I had a friend that abused them. So I didn't want to be that guy that abused the shit out of Scorpex. And as it stands, I'm leaving a lot of shit on the table by not taking Scorpex.
Though I will not succumb to the hubris of thinking that this is 100% true, Lich Guard are pretty good as a substitute for Scorpex.
Yeah, I'd say for a boarding action, you're not wrong. So I was actually thinking about getting some Lich Guard because of that. I think that may be a thing I get in the future, so. Jake? You guys hearing him yawling over here? What? You can get on the bed, Jake. Get on the bed.
I won't go into details live, but you're well aware that I'm in a precarious position regarding the Terminator space Egyptians.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because of the whole, money thing. Yeah, I get you. I know,
At this point, it's not truly required. I'm no longer facing a time issue, and I, for obvious reasons, don't wish to talk about this deeply on
air. Yeah,
to the world.
Yeah, I get it. We'll resolve it later. Jake, come on, bud. You can get on the bed. Go. There. All right. You crazy dog. I don't want you sitting here barking into the microphone. All right. But yeah. The Necrons are an interesting force to try and build with stuff like that. So, yeah. I think eventually on down the line, I might get some Lich Guard for it. That seems like a good idea. Especially for boarding action. If I don't want to succumb and take fucking Scorpex. So.
The Space Marine changes have really shifted my focus back.
Yeah, the Loyalist changes are really good. They definitely make Space Marines much more viable now, simply because of things being much more affordable. You can just make a variety of lists now, way more than you used to.
I mean, Devastators being allowed to move their full movement, got basically save or die heavy bolters from turn 1 for Marines. Actually, no, I don't think bolters are. No, heavy bolters aren't save or die. They pretty much are, though.
No, heavy bolters are save or die. The major thing is now with the repeal of oh shit, what's the name of it? Armor of Contempt. Now instead of being a 4+ save or die in Devastator Doctrine versus Space Marines, it's 5 up or die.
Yeah, you add in Dev, it's 6 or die.
Devastators don't get an extra. Well, no. Okay, heavy bolters are only AP -1.
Oh, I thought they were 2.
Nope, AP -1. But they're 2 damage.
Why am I getting this AP 2 then?
I have no idea, but yeah, no, they've always been AP 1. So it's no longer a 4 upper die, it's now a 5 upper die with the repeal of that.
I remember where I was remembering save or die. Grav cannons.
Yes, yeah. And grav cannons are interesting too because, like, with grav cannons, normally I think they do like damage 1, but save 3 up. You get a really good AP weapon, fairly decent damage weapon, and then versus Space Marines, enough damage to instantly kill them.
And with Sticky Devastator Doctrine, it is save or die the entire game, if you so choose.
Yep. The only real problem with it is, having the bits to make that many grav cannons.
Have I already told you I'm probably using Volkites as proxies?
Well,
Until Volkites get rules, I don't care.
I really wish that Volkites would get rules for wider 40k. As it stands, there's like very, very, very few things that get the Volkite rules.
I would like a set of Volkite weapons being capable of becoming standard issue on one condition. They don't put in that relic bull crap.
If they do, or if they do allow them to become standard kit, you know it's going to be relic. Or limited,
like relic tactical squad or relic weapon squad.
Yeah, like because the reason why is because like think about the things that currently can take them. Primaris lieutenants can take them.
Which isn't even a true Volkite, it's a Neo-Volkite. Fuck
Volkite,
you,
yeah.
Call.
And then, Loyalist Horus Heresy tanks, like the Sikaran and stuff like that, can take him. Ironically, Chaos cannot. Because Forge World just doesn't give a shit about Chaos, apparently. And then, Contemptor Dreadnoughts can. But I think that's it, really.
The Kratos and the Leviathan can have chest mounted.
That's what I said. Forge World.
Kratos ain't no
Yes, it is.
Forge World tank.
It's an Imperial armor if you want to play it in 40k.
It's still a plastic model. It ain't no Forge World.
It comes in the Forge World rules, which is Imperial armor.
Like
it or not, that's the truth.
Right. Why, you still gotta call the Leviathan Dreadnought a tank?
I mean, it's still in Forge World. It's not in the core.
Yes,
rulebook.
but you counted the Contemptor separate from tanks there. What separates the Contemptor from the Leviathan?
Well, they all are the only things that can take Volkites, is like Horus Heresy stuff. Holdovers for Horus Heresy they can play in 40k. Let's put it that way. And there are like whole squads of Space Marines that are armed with Volkite, man-powered guns in Horus Heresy, but those just straight up do not get a 1-for-1 conversion for 40k.
No, and if there were, it would be like a relic weapon squad.
Yeah.
Which would be 5 to 10, up to 5 can take any special, including the Volkite.
Yeah. Well, what I mean by that in Horus Heresy is that, like, instead of bolters, the entire squad are armed with Volkites. That is a thing in Horus Heresy.
I'm well aware of the Legion weapon squad. And frankly, I'm surprised that after, oh no, we have to fight half of our brothers, Volkites were being actually one of the best weapons against other Astartes, they didn't become standard issue.
Well, the reason why is because bolters were still effective. And they're cheaper and better to produce. And after the Horus Heresy, the STC for Volkite weapons was lost.
Yes, another reason why they need the Excel spreadsheet.
Yep.
Because I shit you not, it's probably not lost. It's just technically lost, but
file, back file archived somewhere. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's probably still in the altar on Mars somewhere.
I mean, that's the reason why they were able to get the Neo-Volkites, right? It's because they still have some sort of...
No, that was Call being a Mary Sue.
Well, still. Let's say Call is one of those kinds of characters that can pull the Deus Ex Machina, right?
Considering the accumulated lore about him, he's pulled it way too much to be in 40k.
Yeah.
War bullshit around the horse heresy. 1,000, not even 100 years actually after that, being able to unlock and effectively over the next 900 years upgrade the Astartes gene seed.
It wasn't the
talent,
gene
yeah.
seed that was upgraded. It was other implants that were upgraded. It was another implant that essentially...
This is getting into the weeds of how gene seed works, but
yeah,
the upgrade was at both ends because the gene seed needs to be grown into the seeds of the implants. And adding 3?
Yes and no, because remember, some of the implants aren't even active until the gene seed is active, but they're not contingent on being implanted by having the gene seed. The gene seed is one of the very last things that is implanted inside of a Space Marine.
The progenoid glands, yes, I know. However, the set that is made for a aspiring battle brother, and I use aspiring and not aspirant because those are two separate things, is at opposite ends of the growth cycle.
Well, the thing about it is the Primaris add 2 more implants to make them Primaris over regular Space Marines. One of which is essentially a gland that attaches itself to the gene seed that essentially supercharges the gene seed. But it doesn't modify the gene seed at all. Not really.
I heard it was 3. The Belisarium Furnace, the Magnifact, and one other.
I could have sworn it went from 18 to 20. I could be wrong, but let me check.
Still, it's the second of, I believe, calls 4 times being a Mary Sue.
Oh, wow, no, okay. And you're right, there were 3. There's the Sinew Coils, the Magnificat, and the Belisarian Furnace are the 3 Primaris implants, but there's 20 implants for Space Marines normally. There's the Secondary Heart, the Osmodula, the Bicospia, the Hemistamen, the Larian Organ, the Catalepsian Node, the Preomnor, the Omophagia, the Multi-Lung, the Oculobe, the Lyman's Ear, the Susan Membrane, the Melanchromic Organ, the Eulytic Kidney, the Neuroglottis, the Muricanoid, the Becher's Gland, the Progenoids, and the Black Carapace.
Hey, not for nothing. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. But I will say, I would stand with the Belisarius faction only because he reconquered Rome. He reestablished Rome.
Yeah.
Belisarius. But that's a side note.
Well, the Primaris are considered to have been crossing the Rubicon when they become a Primaris.
Whoa.
Yes, the Roman imagery is so very thick with this current 40k.
Yeah.
It needs to be kicked through the curb with a Slavic tinge. Unfortunately, the Slavic Astartes are chaos.
I will say, I can't wait to hang out with Donkey. In person. That is something that is going to be a wonderful treat this year.
Yes. And by the way, just a little update on my part. I've already talked to my supervisor. Gave them well enough in advance, and he sent me this email saying things like, time off allows for people to, fundamentally recharge their energies and be effective workers. So there's absolutely no problem with me taking those 2 weeks. So.
Ooh.
We are 100%
Joy.
good to go. That just means that, like, I'm liking this job more and more and more and more, just because, like, if that's the attitude my supervisor is going to have when I ask for, you know, legit time off, like, so many months in advance, I just, fuck yeah, man, I'll stick around for that. It makes me actually not dread going into work. You know what I mean?
Hey, when
Oh yeah,
job appreciates you. To me. Oh, I'm sorry.
What's up, Eeyore?
I do like the fact that good working cultures exist, and that they have been proven to increase worker productivity.
Mm-hmm.
Shocking, right?
And not only productivity but satisfaction. Worker satisfaction means that you have a worker that is going to stick around. Is not going to sit here and look for a different job.
Mm-hmm.
So
Higher satisfaction means higher morale, and this all rolls into greater productivity.
Yep. Let's put it this way, man. I've worked at this company for nearly a year, and I have no complaints whatsoever at this point. So, not compared to the job that I left to join this one. That job, it was nice because it was there when I needed it, but seriously, would I ever consider going back to that job? No.
I got a message from all person.
Oh.
It looks like they're sending me a link.
Do
Hold on.
Do you want to go and click on that Instagram link? Yeah, just. All of a sudden, Adam gets possessed by a demon.
Oh. I probably should have clicked that link. That's my bad. Hey, don't click. Here's their PSA. Ladies and gentlemen, don't click the link.
Don't click suspicious links.
Yeah.
I say it's been going around that people's Twitter accounts have been compromised and whatnot. So yeah, don't click suspicious links you get, even from trustworthy people, because chances are their account has been compromised.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So are you working on your Space Marines there, Eeyore? Getting them ready to bring to the trip?
Possibly. I'm not certain on what bits of plastic I'm bringing down. I'm, of course, limited by travel requirements.
Yeah, what you can put on the plane. Yeah, that's true.
Because you're asking me to put a tent in a sleeping bag there to begin with, so...
True. Very true. I mean, if really, like, you know, if you're going through the logistics of packing for everything, when it's closer to time, if it turns out that, like, you can't fit everything that you want and, like, your camping gear and stuff like that, we do have, like, an extra sleeping bag, an extra sleeping pad, an extra tent, so on and so forth.
Ah, shit, I forgot to look up where the pads can be found. Oh, well, I'll just buy a set of those foam puzzle pieces at Walmart. They'll work.
Mm-hmm. There's one really nice, sleeping pad that I saw that was, like, inflatable, like what it is that you like, stamp on, like, this, like, pressure pad sort of thing over and over and over again to pump it up. And, apparently it's like sleeping on a fucking memory foam mattress. It's, like, really, really nice and soft. And I think it was only, like, $40.
Yeah, outdoor air mattresses actually can be rather cheap and shrink down rather small.
Yeah, make it nice and easy and portable,
Yeah, the pump might be the biggest issue because TSA.
Yeah. Well, I'm not so sure.
Actually, no. A manual pump will be okay. An automatic, though?
Automatic pump would probably not be okay. But yeah, no, like a manual pump, like an actual air, like manual air pump. Yeah, I think should be fine.
Manuel wants to have a job of being a water boy. That'll be cool. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wait, what was that?
Nothing. Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
Trying to be funny, but it's difficult to be funny when you're on the same stream as fucking Eeyore.
Do I really stuck the Eeyore out of the room that badly?
No, you don't. It's just kind of funny to tease you sometimes.
Yeah, laugh it up.
You know what? And can I do a postmortem? Listen, Gabs, the lady saw the post that I was posting, and she wasn't happy, so I have to unfollow you. I'm sorry.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's the way it is.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
Ding
dong.
Oh, waka waka. Oh, we're having fun. Wait. So, are we gonna play Hogwarts or what? I got my wizard name.
So we didn't talk about Hogwarts there, but I mean, I thought we were gonna play some footage. I'm not. Well, they removed that from the game, my man.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. It was one of the things that people are lamenting is the fact that they removed Quidditch from Wizard game.
Hold on, they removed.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that part of the whole. That's like saying, hey, no more.
Either A, they're collaborating with EA to make a DLC version. B, EA's gonna make a separate Quidditch game, or I don't even know what C is. Fuck C.
Fuck C. Hey, you know what, Eeyore?
I think it just got scrapped from the game was what it was. Is that they were working on it, but then they realized that the scope was entirely too big for them to cram into the game.
Yeah, I can see that.
Fair enough.
Hey, Eeyore.
Yes.
I can't wait to sit down with you and have a deep dish pizza.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't mind having a Chicago lasagna. Oh god.
Oh my god.
Okay.
This fucking guy. This fucking
guy.
It's
fucking says lasagna. Clever. Ah, you're a Chuckle Hut there, Eeyore.
But we can't. But ironically, we can't get any deep dish pizza from Pizza Hut.
Whoa.
We have to go to actual good restaurant, not.
Well, hold on. There was wasn't there where it was like a couple of pizzas and they just stacked them on top of each other?
Yeah, it was like the stack or whatever. I think is what they were calling it.
Gross. We'll give that to Eeyore. Tell him
that. Tell him that. I'm gonna tell my kids this was a Chicago deep dish pizza.
There you go. Enjoy, you Canuck.
I enjoy good things. At least until I cross the wrong street and end up getting chased out by a bunch of Southsiders.
Well, you don't have to worry about that because we're never going to the South Side. I bought my car from the South Side. I had to drive all the way down to Harvey, Illinois, which is funny because that's the exact place where the one school worker stole $1.5 million worth of chicken wings from the school district.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That was
where I bought my car.
She was a racket, dude. That's Chicago in a nutshell.
Yeah,
there's
the chicken wing queen of the South Side.
Yeah, who would run a racket of chicken wings in the South Side to the point where they're like, holy shit, millions?
1.5 million.
Millions? Chicken wings. Okay, well, all right.
Well, to be fair, how many boxes did you steal? Like one?
Yeah. How many
Get
pounds
it?
of
Chicken wings are expensive.
Like you're walking down the street and hey, you want some?
You want some chicken wings?
I got some wings for you.
I got some wings, man.
Tell you.
You got a tweaker running up to me like, give me some wings, I'll suck your dick.
Whoa. We're classy. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
They're offering spices or or dressings on the wings. Oof. Hey, Eeyore, aren't you happy to fly into this?
Well, at least he doesn't have to worry about his catalytic converter getting cut off his car because he's not driving.
Yeah, the catalytic.
That's a thing up in Canada too.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yes. As I'm pretty sure you still have murderous intent over the fuckers who took your last one.
Yep. Well, mainly because I personally think that the reason why my Jeep died on me, the reason why it had the catastrophic fucking failure that it did, is because of the faggot that fucking cut off the catalytic converter. I'm convinced of that now. So, not only was it, theft, but it was also fucking attempted murder at this point. So, it makes me want to go all fucking,
It was a ticking time bomb.
Yeah. Go all Liam Neeson, go all, what's Charles Bronson on their ass, Fucking Death Wish,
We here at the Minions of the Zoo do not endorse unsolicited curb stopping of any type of hooligan.
I do! Fuck you! What's his name? The dude that's taking over from Susan? I personally think we should just still keep blaming Susan no matter what. Like, she is still the one that the scapegoat, the one that you shove all of your evil onto to be cast out into the desert.
Yep. Fuck you, Susan.
Yep. She is perpetually the scapegoat.
Yep.
Fuck you, Susan.
That's how it goes.
I tell you what, based purely on the sites and whatnot, Chicago's sort of falling down the list, but on the people, still pretty near the top.
What do you mean? Like, the people? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, you went this shorty.
Hey, look, Weebs is a pretty cool person. Okay?
That's true too. Yeah, I'm really hoping that she can come out. She can bring El Nintendo along with, and we can all hang out.
Well, he has good taste in beers.
He has good taste in beer. He has good taste in video games, my guy. Remember, he's also a retro video game collector.
Yes, exactly. So
like I said, Weibo's all cool and all, but I kind of want to get to know her fiance.
Well, husband.
Well, husband, yeah, but they're not married yet. Yeah. They're not married yet.
They're right there.
They're adjacent. They're married adjacent.
God bless them. But yeah, there's many other things that you can experience out here in Chicagoland.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the river, the bean, go on and on and on, and then wind up in the south side.
We're never going to the south side, my guy, unless you want to go to Chinatown.
Why do you keep wanting to go to the south side?
That's about the only time where I would sit there and say, hey, let's go to the south side, is go to Chinatown. Because Chinatown...
Adam, to be perfectly honest, I've heard three things about Chicago. The old industrial district, the corruption, and the south side.
Well, that's why you don't go to the south side.
I think Chicago, Chicago Fire, Gangsters, and Meat Market. So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, I was gonna say meat market. Yeah, definitely, because the Chicago was known as the Chicago Stockyard. It was the
Or the area that smells like chocolate, for some reason.
Yeah.
Have you been around there?
Oh yeah.
Chocolate from Chicago.
Merchandise, Mark.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey man, don't knock it, because I used to work at General Mills, and you could smell throughout the entire city when we were making cereal.
Nothing wrong with it. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. As long as it's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, right.
American chocolate's different.
If it's a bakery, there's places in Texas that I been around that smelled like tortillas, and but you knew because there was a bakery around there.
Mm-hmm.
With Chicago, I'm not sure if it was an actual thing, but I will say, with Washington State, far out west, when they say the aroma of Tacoma, they don't fucking lie.
Oh yeah.
There is something afoul in Tacoma.
Oh, dude, okay.
I think it's a fishery or something like
Yet
that.
another reason why we want to avoid the South Side, and unfortunately, going to Gen Con, we're not going to be able to avoid it. Driving through it, Gary, Indiana.
Ooh, yeah, that's another one.
Uh-huh. That entire city just stinks like garbage.
Some of these cities just
Isn't there the option of taking the whatever the fuck it is, to avoid the entire south end of Chicago?
We could go to 80, but that's not the most efficient way.
You know what, Eeyore, I would pay extra to just drive you through all the bad parts of Chicago. I want you to have a fucking adventures in babysitting.
Adam. Adam.
No, you know what? I'm gonna ask for overtime. Let's
And I'm gonna ask for hazard pay and health insurance.
Okay, well, you're not gonna get it, but you're gonna experience some.
Well, I mean, he can get it from Canada, but you ain't in Kansas anymore, son.
I don't want to be in Kansas.
But yeah, I say no. The South Side is like it's weird. Like, say talking about visiting the South Side. You plan on going to a Sox game?
Is he?
I don't know.
I'd be loath to go to Soldier Field, and I have no interest in MLB.
Okay, let's say because that's the only stadium on the South Side. Is the Sox, White Sox.
Yeah, and I just gave you my opinion on any sports being played around that time.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be loath to go to Soldier. I don't watch baseball.
Wrigley game is fun. I like Wrigley Field. And Clark is a fairly fun side of town. So long as you're a punk, you're welcome at Clark. And you'll be in the company of at least one punk.
Dude. I gotta since we're live still, right?
Yes, we are.
Correct? Okay. So, oh jeez. Okay, so
oh jeez, Rick.
Yeah, we're at this point. Remember how I told you clowning with Gabby, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it'd be funny and said, "Hey, my lady saw it and she wanted me to unfollow you."
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
And she sent me a whole bunch of shit. Like, "Hey, I have all this receipts." What the fuck? I don't even have a lady.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm just saying, I don't know about that.
No, are you kidding? Fucking. No, no.
Look at how
She would
flustered
be
he's getting.
sitting
Look at
there-
how flustered he's getting.
No, she would be sitting here laughing at the
Yeah,
fact
probably
that I
would.
fucking
Yeah.
She'd be like, "What a fucking asshole! What are you? You're an idiot."
Yeah.
Look, Abs. I didn't mean. Okay, I'll. I don't know. This is all fun. It's all fun and games till people get.
Legit angry. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. I'm just fucking clowning here.
You didn't have to screenshot shit. If only I had a lady that this would
If only.
Oh, alright. I'm gonna mute myself because I'm gonna cry.
Oh god. But yeah.
Well, driving through the south side's probably not that bad. As long as we don't go through any neighborhoods where you stop at a red light, you lose your hubcaps.
Well, let's put it this way.
And do not deny that there are some neighborhoods in Chicago where that is absolutely going to happen.
There absolutely is on the south side. I'm not gonna lie. But I'll say this: the most we'll be going through the south side for is just driving through it on the Skyway.
Oh, so not even really in it, just
No, just on the
over
highway.
it.
Yeah, on the highway. Essentially,
Okay.
the Skyway is like a interstate that passes through the loop.
Like an elevated state highway.
Yeah, pretty much. But unfortunately, it does go directly through Gary, Indiana. So, I'm not lying when I say that we're going to be driving through Gary, Indiana.
Never heard of it.
Look it up. It's not a pleasant place. The whole city smells like garbage. It's a town in...
Dude, processing plant?
There's several landfills and stuff like that, and then also the major thing was that it's a town literally in decay. I think in the 60s and 70s it was, a sort of bustling industry town, but all the industry left, and now the city is just falling into ruin.
Oh no.
Yeah. And it is like the next city across the state line from Illinois to Indiana, from Chicago.
Good to know. But if you say we're just passing through,
Yeah, we're not stopping.
Sure.
We're not sightseeing. Although there is some interesting urban decay sites that I kind of want to go to in Gary.
gawk at the poverty.
No. What I mean by like urban decay is like there's a condemned, I think it was a Baptist church, some sort of church, right? And it is literally falling in on itself like a ruin, but there's like vines and shit like that growing in it. And in the summertime, it looks like nature reclaiming civilization. It's somewhat melancholic in its beauty, and I'd like to visit it sometime before it gets like officially destroyed.
Sounds like a part of the country that hates China.
Smashing pumpkins.
But I didn't say the infinite sadness there, Adam.
Well, sure, Buck. Okay. I want to listen to some Smashing Pumpkins now.
Why, when you can just watch Billy Corgan on a roller coaster?
Why would I want to watch Billy Corgan on a roller coaster?
Do you not know about that meme? It's like the most
No.
amazing meme ever. It's someone took a picture of Billy Corgan on some roller coaster, I think at like Disneyland, and it's of course Billy Corgan. Like, this is after the success of this Smashing Pumpkins, so he's like all fat and everything. So he's like partially pleating out of his seat, just sitting there in the roller coaster, but he looks like Billy Corgan, like just all sad and depressed.
But he looks like Billy
on a roller coaster, right? So it's this juxtaposition of being on a roller coaster and still looking like Billy Corgan. So what someone did is they were inspired by that to put up this footage of a roller coaster mounting, the hill and then going down into the dip. And it's like got a Smashing Pumpkins song, ding 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 ding, and it's like playing all the way up until you get to the top, and it starts to go down, and then you just hear Billy Corgan, wee. It's the most amazing video.
Oh my god.
I want to find it. And I'm gonna put it in the arcade. Just you watch.
No,
just you watch.
All right, so make sure you put in the memes.
Yes.
And speaking of which, hey, ladies and gentlemen, do you like?
I love it. Okay, I just go to fucking YouTube and I type in Billy. That's it. Nothing else. Billy, and then top result: Billy Corgan rides a roller coaster.
No.
It's got 3.1 million views, Adam. Let's see here. It's going over to the
you know what?
arcade.
I really do gotta say, Gabby, if you're watching, dude, I didn't mean this is funny. It was a joke.
It was a joke.
It was a joke.
Well, that's the thing, right? For Twitter, you always have to take it way too seriously, right?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, Twitter's always taken entirely too seriously, guys. It's serious business. Twitter is life and death. If you buy the Wizard game, people die. Okay, it's like in the military. If you don't do the right thing, people die. And if you buy Wizard game, you are literally killing people. You horrible, horrible, monstrous, genocidal bigot.
I never.
You're selling me on a game I have no interest in.
Same.
I forgot he was here.
But like seriously, I want to buy the Madden game mainly because I want to take the Panthers to a Super Bowl. But
hold on. So, dude, would you want to play some Madden with me on Sunday?
It is Sunday, possibly.
Well, I mean, obviously, in a future date type of thing, you know? Jeez. No,
Depends on how long it takes me to figure out the game.
Is there a Madden coming out on the Switch or something? Or are you guys talking about, like, PC?
I don't know. I was just...
I'm talking about 23 for Steam.
Okay, yeah, so you'd be playing on PC.
Oh, it's
right?
on Steam? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Steam player, that's more Terry Salt type of stuff.
But Terry's not a football player.
PC Master Race, and considering how popular football is in the English world, he very well might be.
Does Terry play?
This is Terry Diamantis we're talking about here. No, he's not a football player.
Well, a proper football, American football.
Well, I don't think he likes any sports, actually, but...
Bullshit. Fucking crowns. Boop, 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 boop. Fucking crowns.
Yeah, I feel like almost insulted here, Adam, because I'm painting some orcs here, and their whole thing is that they're an army and like race built around soccer hooligans.
Soccer hooligans.
So I'm offended.
England 5, Germany 1, 99 cents for loot.
You shut your mouth.
Yeah, that is pretty much the same thing, right?
Yeah.
It all encompasses, Canada.
Let's go, Manchester. Let's go.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you guys like Manchester United and...
I don't care. You just can't say those damn crowds beat England.
What? That's a song. England 5, Germany 1, 99. What the,
Red
Oh,
balloons.
my mistake. I thought it was the other way around.
shit.
99 red balloons.
99 red
Glove balloons.
What's wrong with Germans, dude?
Well, I mean, I think there might be like.
Do we need to talk about the problems of the crowds?
I think we got more than a little bit of problems with the Germans. I'm just gonna say.
Come on. Let me show you its features.
Let me show you its features.
For one, all the acts of aggression in the 19th and 20th century, that's the obvious stuff. And then there is the truly abomination that they brought upon the world known as Budweiser.
Whoa, oh, okay. You know what?
Well, to be fair, okay,
Hold on.
I will.
No. This is, dude. He's insulting Budweiser.
Good, he can insult Budweiser. Budweiser's trash.
Yeah,
but
we don't like Budweiser either. But you can't have foreigner. We have to look. This is the moment of like the Rocketeer where the mobster's like, you know what? I don't support Nazi, so I'm gonna hang out with the FBI agent. This is the moment where we gotta say, you know what? I don't like Budweiser either.
So I'm gonna go hang out with the crew with the crowds.
Yeah, you go out there. And
I'm not sure if I agree with you there, Adam.
I don't know. Okay, let me think it through. A little bit further. Give me some time.
And to be fair with that, Eeyore, yeah, they might have given us Budweiser, but they also gave us Grolsch, and Grolsch is great.
What the hell's a Grolsch?
You've never had Grolsch beer? It's like the only Pilsner that I can stomach.
You know what? Maybe I'm with Eeyore on this one. Because Grolsch sounds kind of bad.
Well, at least it's not cologne here.
You've never had
Even the good shit out of cologne tastes like shit.
You've never had a Hefeweizen?
Oh.
I drink Polish beer, damn it.
Speaking of the Germans.
Wait, what kind of beer you drink? It's kind of
Polish.
Polish?
He drinks a Molson, eh?
No, that stuff is just as much piss as Budweiser.
I'm gonna go have
It's cheap domestic crap.
I'm gonna go have a Molson and watch some hockey,
eh? Hey, come on, don't knock the hockey.
Yeah, the hockey's good.
Yeah, the Hawks, well, when they do good.
Yeah. They haven't been doing good lately. It's mainly because, like, you know, Taves and Kane can only carry the team so far.
Yeah, there's only so much they can do.
Yeah, and they're getting old, so, yeah.
Okay. Strike.
Woo! You playing some bowling there, Adam?
Yeah. It's a nice, relaxing. Throw some boulders out there.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, chat? How's it going, Lisa? Pop Tart? How you doing, Pop Tart? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Johnny. Skeptic says Luftballons.
Luftballons.
Sorry.
99 Luftballons. Yeah, Lisa's going to bed. Yeah, I agree, Lisa. It's entirely too cold. Although it's been warming up here in Chicago lately, which I'm all for.
Today was pretty nice.
Yeah, it was.
As opposed to earlier in the past few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lament for me because, you know, whenever it's like really, really fucking balls ass cold out, I have to go out there and drive in an open air vehicle. Yeah, it's not fun. That's, I think, the worst thing about the job that I currently have, but you know what? With the culture and the pay and all that kind of stuff, I am more than willing to suffer through that. Just goes to show that people will put up with a lot of shit so long as you incentivize them correctly, which I feel like I have been, so.
Well, on the topic of winter weather, California finally got what it deserved.
Oh, Blizzard?
Yeah, Blizzard came off of the Pacific Ocean out of nowhere. Hit California a couple days ago. It's been tearing up Arizona today.
Did it carry some sharks? I sincerely hope it did.
No.
Damn. Shark Blizzard! No,
We do not need another crappy movie like that.
Yes, we do. We always need more crappy movies like that.
Okay. Crappy movies like that are either a cash grab or made to be crappy. It's not like The Room where you could say that there was an attempt and it's a cute little quaint attempt, but I didn't hit her.
So what you're saying is that bad movie watching is only fun for the Schadenfreude.
To see the attempt fall apart? Yes.
Oh, yeah, first Wizard game and now this. Do you see this? Do you see the shitlord over here, you guys? Do you see him?
Wait,
I can't even with you. I am so offended.
No need to be offended.
You don't need to be offended. Just go away. Reminded of that Motley Crue song. Don't go away, mad. Just go away.
Uh-huh.
I fucking love the soundtrack to this game. You know, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say that it's. Huh? No, not what, Adam. This is a concerted effort at this point. You bringing up GoldenEye around me.
Look. I'm trying to, as best as I can, to light fires to every bridge, around me. Yeah. So, look, and then I will take tire. I'll fucking build. Okay, that's it.
I'll build a giant horse.
No, that's Troy. Tire's a land bridge. But yeah, no, I'm trying to fix what the hell's going on. But wait, what were you saying?
I really like the soundtrack to this game. I'm playing over the stream. It's
what game though?
Shooter's Blood and Teeth.
Ooh.
We've not played it when you've been over here. Maybe we might, like, next weekend if you want to hang out. Essentially think it's Metal Slug, only with orcs from Warhammer.
Nice.
It's a lot of fun. It is such a fun game. And it's got an amazing soundtrack.
The, I don't know if you... I posted in the arcade, 8-bit Big Band. I love their work, and the recent video that they posted was about Earthbound Pollyanna, I think the title is called. Okay. Either way, I like the thing I like about that song and the way that they produced it is it reminds me of the Sega Saturn era, where it's like a jazzy salsa type of music that they were going with, like Clockwork Night, Nights into Dreams, the ending type of stuff. It's
all of Nights. And I say all of Nights has a great soundtrack.
Nights into Dreams, yeah. Fantastic soundtrack. I love that style of music, and I think more so we should go forward with that.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is that English, Adam?
I've seen a really cool heavy metal cover of the Knights vs. Riala song.
Oh yeah, Knights vs. Riala. Yeah. There is no Knights. But it's I don't even know how to describe it. It's like samba yet like jazzy samba. I don't even know how to describe it, but I love it.
Samba's
And
already kind of jazzy.
Kind of
up tempo, sir. Yeah.
Yep. And I love all of it. And I think that's kind of built my musical portfolio in terms of what I enjoy listening to.
I get it. I'll say I love those games' music. The soundtrack and stuff like that is fucking awesome.
Do you ever pop the game disc in your CD player?
Of course, absolutely. Lunar has that you can do that. And then, what was the other one? I actually just carried around the game disc and listened to it. I can't remember which game it is now. But I used to do that all the time. Like, for a game particularly that I liked, I would do that.
Yeah. I did it with Shining Force CD.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
The first track, Sonic Software Planning. And then, Shining Force. A cultivation of all people to hang out and be part of a Shining Force. And this is why I look forward to hanging out with Donkey.
You know what's funny about that, Adam, is that I remember during the whole trip you were giving out hypotheticals, like, in a role-playing game, what sort of class do you think you'd be in this sort of scenario that we're in here on the trip? And what's funny about that is that there is I'm not sure exactly how well versed you are in the idea of VTubers or anything like that, but VTubers just recently for HoloLive, there's a new sort of group that they did. It's called Hollow Stars, which are male VTubers, right? Because normally, like, VTubers are mostly women. And I get it. It drives, women are more attractive and they drive more engagement than men. But they branched out and started doing male VTubers. And the entire idea behind it is they're calling their group Guild Tempus, TEMPUS, and all of the characters that they made for the VTubing are all different characters based around archetypes in a role-playing game.
Wait, really?
Yeah. So, like, you have Regis Altair, who's who's the leader. They call him the blue isekai hero because he's like his whole backstory is that he died and then got sent to the world of Tempest so that he could be the hero character in Guild Tempest, and he's the guild leader of Guild Tempest. Then you have Axel Sirios, who's a gladiator, Vesper Noir, who's a scholar, and then you have Magni Desmond, who's an alchemist, and then the new batch of guys, you have Gavis Bettel, who's a jester. You have Josuichi Shinri, who's a Ronin samurai. You have Machina X Fleon, who's a mech pilot. I think it's pretty loose about RPG archetypes here at this point. And then you have Bjornin Haka, who's an exorcist. So yeah, they just they're reaching out for like the obscure kind of character archetypes for role-playing games. It's really interesting. I fully support this idea. Doing the whole meta sort of character building that they have for them, and it's a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to watch. I love those guys. Plus, Vesper Noir got my love like immediately on his very first stream. He played West of Loathing, that game, and one of the very first things in West of Loathing is you go into a bar and it says that there's a goblin in the basement, and that he grew from spores. And so Vesper immediately said, "What, like Warhammer orcs?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, Vesper is now immediately my favorite." The fact that he can just casually drop knowledge about Warhammer like that, I'm just like, "Oh, okay, yeah." So yeah. So what time we got? They're an hour 10, so I think as soon as I finish getting the green on this boy here, we're gonna call it. I haven't painted in a while. I've just been fucking mostly putting shit together instead of painting, so it feels good to actually paint.
Yeah. Be good to get back to the basics.
Yes. Every time I hear that phrase, back to basics, the immediate thing that comes to mind is that exchange between Harley Quinn and Batman in the Batman animated series. I tried to be nice, or tried to be good. I really did. But they wouldn't let me. Society is to blame, and if they won't let me go straight, then I'll be what they want me to be. And then she pulls the head off the pin of the grenade and she goes, "Time to go back to basics."
Actually, I was just watching Turtles versus Batman.
Oh, yeah?
And, yeah. I think...
Have you read the comic?
I think, what was there, like 2 different comics?
There were, yeah. One produced by IDW, and it's like mainly about the Turtles, and they were using the character designs from the most recent Nickelodeon animation. And then the DC one where they just used like Eastman and Laird, you know, Ninja Turtles.
I mean,
and that one was...
the comics with the Turtles is pretty deep.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with, like, Donatello getting his shell cracked, and or, like, The Last Ronin. The Last Ronin is fucking awesome.
Yeah. I
really like that.
A lot of Eastman and Laird's comics were fucking fantastic for the Turtles. Unironically good. Which is funny because, you know, again, it was kind of a silly concept to begin with. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, come on. But you know, it's like that whole thing, you know, kicked off such a creative movement, and a lot of people get down on the Turtles saying, you know, it was just designed to sell toys. I'm all like, Playmates bought it after the fact. Eastman and Laird started that comic book from nothing, man. Their game was not to sell toys. There was no toys to sell.
Their game was to sell some comics.
Exactly.
Oh, hey.
And I love it too because it was a parody of Deadpool, or not Deadpool, Daredevil.
Since I have you, yeah, because wasn't the ooze that Daredevil? Wasn't it like the ooze that made Daredevil blind is the same thing that made the Turtles?
Yeah, what it was is that the really popular origin story for Daredevil was done by Frank Miller in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, around then. But what essentially was that Daredevil got hit in the head with some like radioactive waste or whatever, and that's what blinded him and like gave him sort of like super senses and stuff over time. The premise is that it hits the ooze hits a lawyer in the head, because remember, he was a lawyer, Daredevil was a lawyer, but instead of breaking and making him a superhero, it bounces off his head and rolls into the sewer, breaking there and mutating a bunch of turtles. So it was the entire premise behind the Ninja Turtles is a fucking Daredevil parody.
It's so, you know what, it's
and it's making fun of Frank Miller, so I'm okay with this. God, I just in saying that, I know like Polly's ears are burning right now.
I'm sure it is.
Somewhere in the world, Polly's ears are
I'm
burning.
impressed.
Me insulting Frank Miller and him not being able to defend him.
I'm sure he's twitching. Whoa, Gundam. Actually, I gotta thank you, sir.
Oh yeah?
I'm gonna crack open this hard Mountain Dew.
Oh, you took one?
Baja Blast. Yeah, the one you gave me.
Okay. Yeah, I've got like a whole case in the fridge, man.
You can give it a try.
Okay. Let me know how you like it. I think it's okay. It's not the sort of thing like I can drink every weekend, because 24 ounces is just way too much in my opinion.
Oh, it contains alcohol.
It does.
So.
7%.
Oodalolly. I think we did good. I think we did good for this weekend.
Yes, we did. I would say Bug, when he was cleaning up in the kitchen, just kind of like gathers up all the bottles and says, "Holy fuck."
Holy shit. People drink. Yeah. People drink this stuff?
You don't like it?
It's blue.
Yeah, it's like it looks like antifreeze.
Blue flavor.
Blue flavor.
I haven't heard from Eeyore. What is Canuckastani Eeyore doing?
Don't know. Ask him. You can ask a Canadian Eeyore.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that? We can ask a Canuck Eeyore
that? Yeah. Just answer the question.
Go find a Canuckastani.
I mean,
Dude,
technically, we're all
You realize
Canuckastanis.
you're gonna be hanging out with us. So you might not want to.
What has he done? You realize you're gonna be hanging out with us. Oh my god, what have I done?
Yeah.
You two will be okay. Y'all survive.
Yeah.
We'll try and hit all the important bumps. No, actually, this is, as you drink this, it gets better. And
see, that's what I said. It gets better.
Weird.
It's just like my problem is that like I hit like a threshold where I just can't drink it anymore, and usually it's like to the bottom quarter of it.
Is that like is that what happens with like the regular Baja Blast that people are eating with their Taco Bell?
I don't know. I kind of like Baja Blast, so like I don't have any problems with it. It's got that like weird sort of like lime taste.
You know, I can't wait to introduce Eeyore to fine American cuisine like Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And I think
You leave me out of Taco Bell. Also, you said hit all the best bumps. Why in my stupid mind do I think that includes hitting Gargamel or Smeagol or whoever the fuck her name is this week?
Who?
Wait, what?
Who's the week?
Hit all the important bumps. A
Yeah,
person I want to be an important bump is Gargamel / Smeagol or however the hell else you call her.
Hold on, Gargamel, the
Yeah,
guy who
Yeah,
looking
from,
for
like,
Smurfs?
For Smurfs, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, Eeyore. I don't know who this person
What are you
is.
I'm
is
talking. I'm talking about that creature downtown.
Oh, okay. He's talking about fucking Beetlejuice and
Oh, how the hell do you
Lightfoot.
get to Beetlejuice? How? Okay, no.
Yeah, Lori Lightfoot
please,
is who he's
connect
talking
that
about.
between Lori Lightfoot and Gargamel, who's.
I mean, yeah, I can kind of see the comparison between Lightfoot and fucking Gargamel.
Oh. Oh my goodness!
I mean, she's horribly balding like Gargamel. You know.
And she wants it all. And Put him in a stew. And she has a little cat that goes, yeah. What the fuck? Dude, is that what Chicago looks like to you, Canucks?
Well, mainly because of fucking Lori Lightfoot. I can't blame him.
Well, but she's Beetlejuice.
Yeah, she's Beetlejuice. Yeah. Fuck. What was like? There's a really funny image of like two characters, and one of them was Beetlejuice, and like married together and made Lori Lightfoot, and I can't remember what the other one was now.
Which one?
It was just a meme image. Let me see if I can find it.
Ooh.
Lightfoot.
That creature.
Meme.
Do the do.
I'm saving that one. It's a picture of Lori Lightfoot looking particularly wall-eyed, and it says, "Please do not tap on the aquarium glass, thanks."
It's between her and what's his name? Fitzer? John Fitzer or something.
Well, the fucking you talking about the governor?
Yeah.
It's Pritzker, and fuck that guy. Oh, it was E.T. It was E.T. and Beetlejuice. That's what they're saying.
God.
is a husband and wife and made Lori Lightfoot. Yeah, I kind of see it. Not gonna lie. It's weird because like there are things that Lori Lightfoot has done that I think is good common sense. Like I remember when Pritzker came out and put out another stay-at-home order for Chicago. Lightfoot did put her foot down and say, no, the people of Chicago have suffered enough. We're not going through another lockdown. But then she does a whole bunch of other really stupid shit. And I'm like, it's one step forward and two steps back with you, isn't it, woman?
and even with denying the stay-at-home order, it's probably because her and her elitist friends didn't want to get into shit.
Yeah, exactly. She didn't want to stop going to parties like the one faggot out in California.
Good God.
Yeah.
If we're referring to the same Florida, fuck's sake.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Californian. Yes, Californian. Yes. You called him a what?
Well, it's the fact that he wanted to keep going out and partying. And I called him way worse. So I'll say it again. I don't give a shit. I'll say Minions of the Zoo are not the opinions of the Minions of the Zoo are represented by their individual creators and not indicative of the views of the entire Minions as a whole. That faggot out in California.
Yes, that Californian faggot
there you
in
go.
2 years could be the leader of the free world.
Yeah.
Like, that's a special kind of fucked up. Then again, the king of the retirement home is running the country right now.
Yeah. Well, king of the retirement home, that's like par for the course for American politics. All American politicians are like, 60-year-old dudes that are just trying to fucking... That should be, in terms of their efficacy and actual knowledge of the system and their ability to govern, should be sitting at Walmart thanking people for walking in and getting a cart.
To be frank, after the last decade and what sounds like another 4 years after that, I would like to have a president as young as 60.
Yeah, exactly. I say, I am eligible to run for president, right? I am of the age requirement to run for president. is 2024.
I mean, you might get a couple fractions of a percent in Illinois.
No, I wouldn't. I don't have the kind of money to run for president. I'm just saying that, like, in terms of like how young someone can be to run for president, like the legal statutes, what's in the Constitution, I am young enough to run for president. But I'm not. I'm nowhere near 60.
I'm just hoping that this era of the 70-year-old presidents ends in 6 years.
I agree. 100%.
God damn, we need something special to fix retirement home.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to take at least 4 years to do it.
Well, yeah, even then, you know, when talking about retirement homes and all that kind of stuff in terms of policy, you're planning on being a Floridian, right? I mean, you are in heaven's waiting room, so I mean, you can.
Actually, right now, that's a matter of debate between me and my significant other. I want to move to Missouri.
Missouri?
Yes.
Really?
Missouri.
Why would you want to go to Missouri?
Much better on gun laws, sports ball, and easier to set up a business.
That's true.
Though, of course, and I understand the reason why you rail against Missouri, south of the I-40 and St. Louis is as shit as you think Missouri is.
Dude, like, I am not even going to tell you. Like, okay, there are certain places in Missouri that, or St. Louis in particular, that are perfectly fine. By the Gateway Arch, perfectly fine. A little bit downtown, perfectly fine. Literally ringing the entire city, it is a slum. It is like the south side of Chicago ringing the entire city.
Yes.
Especially on the Illinois border, too. On the Illinois border where it goes over to St. Louis, oh my god, it's like the worst possible, like, you know, low-income, crime-ridden. It's like the south side of Chicago, only maybe, I would say, even slightly worse. At least south side of Chicago has, like, fucking gangs, and so long as you're not part of the gangs, you could get killed in the crossfire, but it's... Yeah, the main target's gonna be the gangs, right?
Meanwhile, in St. Louis, you can get mugged, beaten up, or shanked just crossing the street in some neighborhoods.
Yes, it's frightening.
Like I said, south of the I-40 in St. Louis, I understand why Missouri has that reputation.
Mm-hmm.
But that's only part of the state.
And I would say also that not all of Missouri is indicative of St. Louis either. St. Louis is just a shithole city.
Yes, and it doesn't have as much meth as the boot of Missouri.
Yeah.
That said, I do prefer the southern pronunciation of the state.
Missouri?
Yes, it just sounds better.
I prefer the actual literal pronunciation of the state, misery.
In the end, I'm probably going to be forced to stick to Florida.
Florida's not a bad state. It really isn't. It's weird, and it's definitely full of meth heads, but, you know.
Yeah, but the one issue is meth heads are all over Florida instead of in one little part of the state.
True.
And two, Florida has a red flag law.
Red flag?
Yes, it does. Signed by the current governor. Fuck you for that. Until you repeal it, you can go kiss my ass.
Gotcha. Why do you worry about red flag laws? They're buying a gun in Florida, huh, Eeyore?
The HOAs, that's why.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. Well, HOAs are just terrible anyway. Fucking, I hate the idea of a homeowner's agreement sort of bullshit. I say, you're not protecting my home. I am. I'm the one who has to worry about that shit. Why do I need to pay you money to protect my home when you ain't gonna do shit?
Hey,
that's abuse of language. That's a $50 fine, and if you don't pay it, we'll put a lien on your home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Fuck
I'm not a
HOAs.
flag of red flag laws either. I mean, shit. You could say the wrong thing and all of a sudden somebody thinks.
Well, I was gonna say, in terms of, we're not gonna get into it, Adam, but red flag laws.
No.
I would say today. Yeah, I don't think you'd be getting a gun today, man.
I think we'll pass.
Yeah.
And even outside of HOAs, the Florida Karen is a special breed of Karen.
Yes. Well, the
I don't
Midwest
like
Karen,
anything
just in general, is a weird
Yeah,
sort
you
of
know.
weird sort of creature. It's like we have cryptids, and they are proven to exist here in the United States, and they are called the Karen. The Karen species is a terrifying one.
I saw him in Metroid. Oh, that was a horrible.
What's worse is when a flock of 3 or 4 of them go into a fast food restaurant together.
Oh, do not like get in the way of a flock of Karens in their Starbucks. You will be eaten alive. Especially after yoga class. Or Pilates.
Good.
I don't pull any punches. Fuck those people. I fucking love the soundtrack to this game. It's so good.
This Baja Blast is kind of odd.
I was say, what stage are you at? Are you in the it's still good stage, or are you in the I regret opening this?
It's at a point where I'm questioning whether I need to go hit up the bar to get another White Russian, or
White Russian would be good. Yeah. I want to learn how to make them.
Or just enjoy the Baja Blast that I'm.
Baja. Going to the Baja.
The Baja.
The Baja.
Or get a nice sarsaparilla.
Think about fruity rum coolers or something.
Basically think it's like a Mountain Dew Baja Blast, but it's alcoholic. That's what it tastes like. And it's like 7% alcohol. It's way more than like a wine cooler or like a Mike's Hard or anything like that.
Good.
And I'm just having fun. Tee-hee. You know, I'm an actor, and this is a stage, and if you can't seriously take it serious, it really, dude, this is really bothering me.
What?
Just the fact that she really did believe.
Oh.
It really does bother.
I was gonna say, Gabby, come on, we're funny guys, we're clowns.
I didn't. This is. Look, I don't have a lady. There's no lady telling me to unfollow. You didn't have to block me.
Did she block you?
She blocked me.
Oh no.
Dude, if you could, please send her a message. Somebody tell her. Dude, come on. And it hurts me because I don't even want to laugh at this because it's like I didn't mean to deceive you either, but I didn't think you'd take me seriously. Oh my god. Ugh.
Well, I commented on one of Terry's things when he asked her what she was wearing and all of that, and I posted a gif going like smooth.
I thought we were having a couple of Go laughs.
G-
You know, come
goofs
on.
and gaffs and laughs.
Goofs and gaffs and laughs. You know, shit. She didn't have to bring my lady into it though.
Well, I mean, you brought your lady into it.
Well, no, I don't. I try not to. If she's not into it, that's, you know, the best. But how the hell did Gabby know about that?
I don't know.
Then she has incriminating evidence. Dude, I gotta say it's you're flirting with me, and I have the photo evidence. It's like, all right. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah,
Damn.
well, I got my green on all these guys. I think it's about time to close up the shop.
What's that?
I got my green on all these orcs here, so I think it's about time to
Green
close
on
up the shop. So
What do you mean green?
I was painting green. I was doing some batch painting here, and I got gave myself the idea that like I was gonna get green, all the green on these guys, so that way I can go on to the next color.
What kind of green are you talking?
Well, if you
Okay.
watch the
Solid green
stream, you would see.
Well, I'm listening to the stream, but I don't watch.
Oh.
There's, you know.
Yeah, I'm just painting all like the skin and then all of the base for the orcs here. So, and like I said, I was giving myself that amount of time before we end the stream. So I think it's about time we end it. Thank you all for coming out, watching some paint dry, and being part of the Minions. Be sure to watch tomorrow, where Adam is the host. You guys gonna be playing some Jackie Chan fighting game?
No, I think we'll probably play some Capcom SNK.
Cat vs
Only
SNK.
'cause,
Sure.
Yeah, Terry's
And Terry will
favorite.
thrash you.
Yeah, well,
Because he's really good at the
I mean-
game. He'll say he's not, but he's just being modest. He's really good at it.
let's try not to have spoilers here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm giving my foresight here. I'm seeing into the future.
And he is future Terry. So.
Yes. So yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you all for coming out. And take care, everyone. The zoo is closed.
Night.
Night, everyone.